All right, time now to check in with your local election headquarters for a recap of the 2023 mayoral primary. In Indianapolis, Mayor Joe Hogsett faced a challenge from State Rep Robin Shackelford, but ultimately prevailed by some 20 points in the end. Our Max Lewis was there with the mayor on election night.
Well, it was a good night for incumbent Mayor Joe Hogsett, as he is now one step closer to possibly winning a third term as Indianapolis mayor. He secured the Democratic nomination and will face Republican Jefferson Shreve on the November ballot. Shreve secured the Republican nomination, handily beating several other candidates. It was a packed house at Mayor Hogsett's election party, and he received a very warm welcome from his supporters. One of the most talked about topics in this mayoral primary was the record level of crime the city has seen in recent years. Hogsett wasted no time attacking his new rival, saying Shreve talks down about Indianapolis and will take the city backwards.
One Vision wants you to believe that the best way to go forward in Indianapolis is to go back to the good old days. And you have my commitment that I'll be damned if I'm going to let someone drag us back into the past.
For his part, Shreve easily won his primary. During his speech to supporters, he said 8 years of the Hogsett administration has been too long. He said it's time for change in the city, and Shreve has blanketed the airwaves with ads attacking Hogsett on crime here in the city.
Our sitting mayor, Joe Hogsett, is not a bad guy. I worked with him in his first term when I was on council. He's not a bad person, but he has governed badly.
Hogsett and Shreve will face each other in November, and then the voters will decide.
Okay, Max Lewis reporting. Max, thanks. Here are those results from the Republican primary. Jefferson Shreve with a 40-point victory over a handful of Republican opponents, including commentator Abdul Hakim Shabazz. Wednesday morning, Shreve was here in our studio for a one-on-one interview with our Daniel Miller.
First of all, congratulations to you. You had 3 competitors. Why do you think voters chose you?
Well, I think I just had the message that resonated with the majority of our primary voters. My message focused on the need to turn things around from a crime standpoint in the city, and that seemed to carry the day yesterday.
What do you feel you think you can bring to the city of Indianapolis right now?
Well, I bring some experience in city government,
right.
Couple terms on the City County Council, the MDC. I'm not new to the space, but I bring 3 decades of business experience. Starting a small company, growing it into a good-sized company that's now part of a great big public company. And so that combination of municipal experience and business experience, executive experience, will be so important in standing up an administration to run this city and bring it forward. The mayor's got a big portfolio, but it's so much more than a one-person job. And standing up an administration with department heads and deputy mayors, and I look forward to the challenge.
And you said last night in your speech that the current mayor governs badly. Explain what you meant by that.
Yeah, what I said is that Joe Hogsett is not a bad man. I mean, he's someone that I've known and worked with on council before. Not a bad man, but has governed badly and doesn't have the leadership skills necessary to address the challenges of the day. And that in my administration, you'll see a bolder, more decisive approach to leading our city. Less politically cautious. We're going to tackle the problems in front of us and just get out there and knock them down.
Well, you've saturated the airways with your ads. What do you think is the biggest issue facing Indianapolis right now?
Well, I think my focus was on the front and center crime problems, public safety issues that we have to bring into check, so we can go on to do all the community building and investment that we want to have in our city. But people have to feel safe being downtown or just in their own neighborhoods as a baseline. And that's job one for a mayor. It is 60%, public safety is 60% of the general fund of our budget. And if we don't get that right, we don't have the opportunity to undertake so many other place-making, community-building initiatives.
All right, Jefferson Shreve there with our Daniel Miller. Let's go to Carmel now, where they'll elect a new mayor for the first time in nearly 30 years. It'll be either Democratic candidate Miles Nelson or Republican Sue Finkam, both current members of the city council there. Our Michael Van Scoik shows us why this could be one of the most closely watched races in the state this year.
There's still a long road ahead for Democrat Miles Nelson and Republican Sue Finkam. Both will be running for a position held by Mayor Jim Brainerd for nearly 30 years. Now, this could be a big adjustment and change for many people living in the area, but many voters say they're excited for what lies ahead.
He did an amazing job in turning this little teeny tiny town into a thriving city.
Many Carmel voters on both sides of the aisle agree Mayor Jim Brainerd shaped the city. Drive around, and they say you'll see his impact.
There's been a lot of positive changes, a lot of growth, a lot of development within the community. I think residents want to see continued growth, but also don't want that growth to get out of hand.
But soon new faces will fill his spot. Sue Finkam and Miles Nelson will face off in November. Both agree on Brainerd's legacy, but say they're ready to add their own touches.
I think that they can feel trust here, that we're not going to make drastic wide changes, but we are going to make targeted changes that just make us better.
I want to make sure that we keep moving forward, that we're investing in the city, that we're investing in our neighborhoods, we're investing in the people.
Sue Finkam says she wants to use her executive business experience to bring Carmel together.
I think a lot of the changes that we want to make moving forward really involve around uniting the entire community. And the way to run an outstanding, efficient community isn't an R way or a D way, it's a united way.
And while Carmel has historically voted Republican, Miles Nelson says he won't let that get in the way.
I was the first Democrat ever elected in Carmel. And so I certainly have been working. I've had to learn how to work with people who don't always agree with me, who come from maybe different backgrounds. And I think that's what's made me such an effective city council person.
Both candidates say they'll be busy these next several months doing the same exact things they did leading up to the primary, going door to door, holding events, and reaching out to as many voters as they can ahead of that election. In Carmel, I'm Michael Van Scoik.
Michael, thank you. Westfield will also have a new mayor next year after incumbent Andy Cook decided not to run for re-election. City Councilor Scott Willis won a close race over Jake Gilbert in the Republican primary. So far, no Democrats running for mayor there in Westfield. And in Zionsville, former local news anchor John Stair received 55% of the vote over Jane Burgess in the Republican primary. Incumbent Mayor Emily Styron has announced she's not running for re-election. She's a Democrat. So far, no Democrats have announced plans to run in that race. Let's go to Evansville, where they're also electing a new mayor in November to succeed current Mayor Lloyd Winnecke, who you see right there. This past week, Republican candidate Natalie Rasher was victorious in the GOP primary. Now she'll face off in November against Democratic candidate Stephanie Terry.
It's a legacy building opportunity, but it's also going to be a community shaping opportunity. And so I don't take public service lightly.
My strategy, come November, a lot of that is just going to be reaching out across party lines, making sure that individuals understand, again, my vision for Evansville.
In Fort Wayne, Mayor Tom Henry was victorious in the Democratic primary Tuesday, handily defeating his primary opponent. Now he'll face off against Republican Councilman Tom Didier in the fall. All right, coming up next on this week's edition of In Focus, we're looking at the turnout for this year's mayoral primary, much higher than recent years. We'll explore some of those numbers with our panel right after this.